In the visions of God, he brought me into the inner court of Yahweh's house, and behold, at the door of the temple of Yahweh, between the porch and the altar, were about 25 men, with their backs toward the temple of Yahweh, and their faces toward the east. And they were worshipping the sun toward the east. Then he said to me,
Hast thou seen this, O son of Adam? Is it a light thing to the house of Yehudah that they commit the abominations which they commit here? For they have filled the land with violence, and have turned again to provoke me to anger. And lo, they put the branch to their nose. Therefore will I also deal in wrath. My eye shall not spare, neither will I have pity. And though they cry in my ears with a loud voice, yet will I not hear them.
Ezekiel chapter 9. Then he cried in my ears with a loud voice, saying,
Bring ye near the visitations of the city, and each man is to have his weapon of destruction in his hand.
And behold, 6 men came from the way of the upper gate, which lieth toward the north, every man with his weapon of shattering in his hand, and 1 man in the midst of them clothed in linen, with the writer's inkhorn by his side. And they went in and stood beside the copper altar. And the glory of the God of Israel was gone up from the kerub, whereupon it was, to the threshold of the house. And he called to the man clothed in linen, who had the writer's inkhorn by his side. And Yahweh said to him,
Go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh, and that cry over all the abominations that are done in the midst thereof.
And to the others he said in my hearing,
Go ye through the city after him, and smite. Let not your eye spare, neither have ye pity. Slay utterly the old man, the young man, and the virgin, and little children and women, but come not near any man upon whom is the mark, and begin at my sanctuary.
Then they began at the old men that were before the house. And he said to me,
Defile the house, and fill the courts with the slain. Go ye forth.
And they went forth, and smote in the city. And it was, while they were smiting, and I was left, that I fell upon my face, and cried, and said, Lord Yahweh, wilt thou destroy all the residue of Israel in thy pouring out of thy wrath upon Jerusalem? Then said he to me,
The iniquity of the house of Israel and Yehudah is exceeding great, and the land is full of blood, and the city full of bending of judgment. For they say, Yahweh hath forsaken the land, and Yahweh seeth not. And as for me also, my eye shall not spare, neither will I have pity, but I will bring their way upon their head.
And behold, the man clothed in linen, who had the inkhorn by his side, reported the matter, saying, I have done as thou hast commanded me. Then I looked, and behold, in the firmament that was over the head of the cherubim, there appeared above them, as it were, a sapphire stone, as the appearance of the likeness of a throne. And he spoke to the man clothed in linen, and said,
Go in between the whirling wheels, even under the cherub, and fill both thy hands with coals of fire from between the cherubim, and scatter them over the city.
And he went in my sight.